What I need is your statement that you was there that day with Bree when the first time foster mom brought that bottle and it looked like toilet bowl scum was floating in the top of the bottle. And but Bree said it was a cockroach. But it's the same color. The same color of a cockroach is the same color of that stuff you clean the rim of a toilet out with.
I think it was a beetle.
But she wrote to me and told me she apologized. She didn't wash the bottle.
Like a little bitty beetle.
Yeah. Well, she apologized and said that the resource center gave it to her. It was donated, but they have AIDS babies. They also have HIV babies that they reuse bottles, and that's really nasty. That they didn't. She got really sick from using those bottles, and she also got formula that was already opened, Eric. They gave her a can of already opened formula. And I'm sure nobody did anything to a baby's powder, but you can, that's not safe. You can usually mix cocaine or heroin. That's what people stash. When people are druggies and they have kids, they'll take the bags of heroin or cocaine and they'll put it in the bottom of the baby's formula. And they'll cover the bags up of cocaine and stuff. And the babies, usually they hide it in the diaper bag because cops aren't going to pull kids over. You know, and kids are exposed to that. They do. They also hide it in pet shit, too. Pet shit. One time they had people saying on TV they thought they were putting drugs, sedatives in the canned cat food. And they had them on a TV show. They were sitting around on a couch eating canned cat food thinking they were sedatives. They had ordered it and they shipped it. But anyways, but no, that was nasty, though, about the bug bottle. But the fact she was burning up hot that day, she had 104 fever. She was rushed to the hospital. You were there when foster mom, Bree was sitting right next to you. And Bree's the one that found the bug in the bottle. It was a little tiny one, but the milk smelled sour. It smelled bad. She was contagious. I got sick. Randy got sick from holding her around that time. She was highly contagious. And the doctor at the hospital, when I called 911 5 months later, she was coughing and sneezing. You can see that in a lot of the videos. Nowhere in her medical record at Jinx Family Health does it mention her having allergies. Lydia, I have recorded, if I can find the phone, she said, "Baby girl, you are highly contagious." She commented on the way to the hospital. And she also commented, "You have allergies," and I mentioned it. They mentioned it over and over again at many visits. She had allergies. I can sue them. And her medical record, nowhere it mentions she has allergies. I have emails and I have letters where you took me. You went with me once down to the courthouse. He went with me down to the courthouse. I told him we were allergic to cow's milk in my family. There's lactose intolerance too. She's not supposed to have cow's milk. Those are lactose intolerant symptoms. Her sneezing, arustle. You can get amonia from being allergic to cow's milk, lactose. Just like you got sick to cheese, baby girl would get sick. Sneezing, yeah, she's probably still allergic to cow's milk. And that's what my pediatrician said. We took our babies there, Dr. Carl Fan still.
She was drinking milk.
And she put her on soy's milk, yes.
She was drinking infant milk.
Yeah, she was drinking Gerber. They put her on Gerber, but it's cow's milk. She needs to be switched to soy because she's allergies. She had allergies. But when I told Margaret that over and over, they refused to switch her. And that can develop into asthma at a later age. So anyways, we could probably sue over that. And you know that she was sick for 5 months. Randy, you know she was sick for 5 months, coughing and sneezing. Yeah, for 5 months. And then they tried to say, in court, Margaret Leaguer said, and I got that recorded, she said she only used a bulb syringe. Nope. They used a machine, and I recorded it if I can find the phone, but our stuff's missing. My laptop's missing. They suctioned a lot of fluid. That's a start of amonia, and the doctor said I saved her life. If I didn't call 911, she could have died and choked to death. She was drowning. Basically, all that fluid in her lungs, she was drowning. I saved that girl's life. That's the day I last seen her. Was the day before your birthday.
Well, that's your baby G.
Yeah, I saved her life, March 13th. And they cut off my visit saying I exposed her to the coronavirus at the hospital because people were sick. I didn't even know about the coronavirus. We didn't have cable TV to hear about no damn coronavirus. That didn't come off. It came out that week, she said.
You got to make a report on it.
We didn't know about no damn coronavirus.
Well, you can tell the judge on the 12th.
I'm going to make a list because they almost had me arrested. You know that. I'm going to make a list and you can speak up for me.
Intelligent things to say. And stuff.
But you do need to tell them if you want the baby. You need to tell them you want the baby.
That's also. Look at this also.
Sahara too. Sahara also. Sahara was her original name. That her original mommy friend named her Sahara. Audrey said Audrey had named her Sahara. After she brought her here and said her name was Sarah, and Sarah, she then changed Sarah's name to Sahara. Audrey. I like Audrey better though, don't you?
Audrey also.
Audrey too.
Oh, you like Audrey too?
That's from Little Shop of Horrors.
Audrey?
Yeah.
Oh.
She needs lots of love. But Audrey left her over here, and she loved her Audrey. She needs lots of love, and she used to get up on Audrey all the time.
She's a pretty girl. She is pretty. Yeah, she looks pretty. Talking of cows and cow's milk allergy, she's gray. I don't think I've ever seen a gray cow, except from the little animals as gray cow. I'm getting her picture. Most cows are black and white, but they do have brown cows too. Yeah.